My first topic was Al-Qaeda and the Taliban. Al-Qaeda was founded in 1988 and the Taliban started off as a militia in 1994. The reason Al-Qaeda and the Taliban were created was because of many Middle Eastern citizens' opinion on Western democracy and governments and their hatred of it. Al-Qaeda has had a very big impact on the United States. Al-Qaeda was the terrorist group that first originated the plan for 9/11 and the attacks on the Pentagon and the World Trade Center. The Taliban have had a very big impact on countries such as Afghanistan and Iraq. Not until the past few years has the United States been successful in attacks and finding out of the leaders of the Taliban and Al-Qaeda. The next topic I chose was the Columbine shooting. The Columbine shooting occurred on April 20th, 1999 at Columbine High School in Columbine, Colorado. The two students not only used guns, but they also used pipe bombs in the shooting as well. At first, when some students heard the gunshots, they thought they were fireworks and that it was a part of a senior prank, when in reality it was something much worse. During the Columbine shooting, 12 students and one teacher were killed. The SWAT team entered the high school approximately 47 minutes after the shooting started. The two students that did this were both seniors. Their names were Dylan Klebold and Eric Harris. I believe that this really opened the eyes of the public to see how real shootings in schools have become. The next topic I chose to do was the Occupy movement. The Occupy movement began on Wall Street in New York City on September 17th, 2011. The Occupy movement was an international protest movement against social and economic inequality. Its primary goal was to more evenly distribute the amount of wealth in different countries around the world. By October 9th, 2011, Occupy protests had taken place or were going on in over 951 cities across 82 countries and over 600 communities in the United States. By the next year, the Occupy movement gained worldwide status as it was spread across every continent in the world except for Antarctica. The movement impacted the United States' general public because they realized how real things like this are in today's world. The next topic I chose was the International Space Station. The main component of the International Space Station was launched on September 26, 1998. The International Space Station serves as a space environment research lab in which crew members conduct experiments in biology, human biology, physics, astronomy, anatomy, meteorology, and many other fields. The International Space Station program is a joint project among 5 participating space agencies. These are NASA, the United States, Roscosmos, which is the Russian space program, JAXA, which is the Japanese space program, the ESA, which is the European Space Agency, and the CSA, which is the Canadian Space Agency. My final topic is George W. Bush. George W. Bush was born on July 2nd, 1946. He was the 43rd President of the United States from 2001 to 2009. His father, George H.W. Bush, served as the 41st President of the United States. George W. Bush will mainly be remembered for what he had to say in his impact on 9/11 and the United States' involvement in the Iraq and Afghanistan conflicts during his administration. George W. Bush will also be remembered for how he handled the disaster that was Hurricane Katrina. In 2004, after George W. Bush's first term, he ran for re-election and won due to electoral votes against Democratic Senator John Kerry. George W. Bush's administration not only had an impact on the United States of what he did, but also what his Vice President Dick Cheney did.